I know this isn't the one we filmed because the one we filmed is around 50 feet higher than us. Phew. Eastern Tennessee State University. Okay, this is Stu. He's waiting for a plane to come down. They're going up too, as you can see. Stu's waiting on. So that plane has passed, and here he goes, off to the races. Lift up that tail a little bit. Will he stall? He will stall. Oh, it hit the ground. Again, with his penny plane. Here he goes. Richard is his timer. Okay, we'll have to keep up with that in a little bit. And here's Stu, repairing the damage done by that stall. That's the way it's done, gang. Old Vance Gilbert knows about this. I think Vance can repair anything. Never forget him repairing the Hankel 112 that somebody ran over in the car, and Don Schroll had written it off for loss, and Vance just got all the pieces and glued them together, and they had the plane flying around an hour and a half.
What did I do with the watch?
That doesn't take too long. He's got a wound motor. What the hell? So his last flight was around 6 seconds, and he gets 4 attempts to a flight. So it seems like this is going to be perfect. So now he's up there. He'll be bouncing around the rafter soon, giving a call on the other one that's still stuck up there. Okay. Time, because we got to be out of here. So he's gonna have to beat 11:36 this time. Gonna have to beat Stu too. Looks like Stu's putting in a pretty good flight. He's got trying to better his 11.36 seconds. Boy, that thing jumped off the ground, didn't it? Now he put more wines in this. How many wines, John?
You got the juicy stuff. Did you get that one, Dave?
How many wines you get in it? Well, that thing is no stall in that one, is it?
Come out of it, baby. Come out of it. Come out of it. Oh, darn.
Is climbing too steep?
Stall's still there. Don't go over there, please. Oh, this one's into the rafters. This one's into the rafters.
Well,
it hasn't been anywhere as close to the rafters today. I managed to get in 10 more wines.
Oh, look. Gosh. Unbelievable.
I don't know.
Somebody opened the door.
Why did that do that? I don't know.
Now, John, how many wines have you got in this thing?
136 minus 1 times 16. 136 times 16. Hasn't been up near the roof today.
136 times 16.
Well, you're sitting pretty good there out there last flight.
I would think so.
Well, that thing is up in the so much higher than the first flight.
Yeah.
So it looks like you two guys
Okay, I'm going to turn her off.
No, this can be.
Yeah, but
Well, you know, I just went for broke in this one, hoping I could get it in the center, and of course she went off properly in the nice steep turn in the proper circle. It was perfect, and I turned around and next thing I think it's gone.
So those are two guys loving their pursuit. Okay. Two guys following their bliss right there. Okay. Me, says John. Now, right now he's worried about the beams. And he did point out to me that there were a number of airplanes caught in the beam that this plane is by. And also there are a number of airplanes up there, and he has to watch out for mid-air collisions. But even at that, this still might be a great flight. So we shall see. Time will tell. Planes that John was worried about right there on that beam. And here are the numerous planes flying around that he can have a mid-air with. John right there. He's slowly centering this airplane, as Jack McGilvery pointed out. So this might end up to be even a better flight than the last one. But it's the same rubber. I don't know right now what 136 times 16 is, but it's more wines than I'm used to, I can tell you that.
Well, I don't think you got any problems, John.
Just getting hit now.
Yeah, well, that's right. You got no
So
problems.
John's just worried about mid-airs now. Actually, I think the guy's got it made in the shade. Those planes up there. So there, with all those planes, is John. Right there. So I think this is going to be the best one yet. There's the dangerous rafter right there. He's got that cleared now, I think. So John's the one that's the highest.
The hook didn't get screwed up.
Got an unbelievable flight going there.
No.
Look at all those airplanes. Tell you, old Reggie Batterson would know that I would go totally nuts in this place. I guess most people that would know me would.
Wasn't anything left anyways, dude?
I think that's just John right there. So he's coming down now. Dogfight in slow motion. Boy, isn't that something? There's old John. Descending slowly but surely. It's going to be interesting seeing what time he gets on this one. So he's got 11 minutes.
15 seconds.
How much more can you do? 12:13 there now. Well, come on, what do you want to do? 12:32. I don't think it'll make it, but please. 20. 22. 5, 6, 7, 8.
No more launches. We're through. No more launches.
That's it.
Wow!
Well, I think he did pretty well. There he is. There he is.
We have
Happy man. That's great.
an unclaimed penny plane at the timer's desk. Someone would like to come and get it. It's a monoplane.
Okay, John. So John, what'd you get? 35. 12:35.
It's a new Canadian record.
That's a happy man. I'm really pleased that I could catch this moment. He's happy. Being record.
Jack. Yeah. What? Yeah, that was the new stuff.
Now compare the look on his face now with the look on his face when he was winding that motor a while back.
Where are you? Where are you? Right here.
He's a happy guy.
Hardly anything, Rich.
Yeah. So you had this up in Reading, Pennsylvania, didn't you? No?
friend of mine, Norm, had one at PAX, but it didn't do real well either. We're still trying to figure out what's going on.
What's happening?
Yeah, that's the question.
Well, flight's going on. So he's running after it now. Now, there's coconut in the morning, so there's going to be... Uh-oh. That's what you want to watch. He's running back now. There you go. Well, he knew what he was doing.
That is the darndest thing you ever saw. Going left. Is the world like coming to an end or something? You know?
Well, we decided the plane just didn't want to fly right.
Well, let's just see what it looks like. Low power.
Now, see, that doesn't look to me. He's running after it again because he knows what to do. Seems like to me that's better. That plane wants to fly left. Well, I'd say you're right. I think it's happier. Now, is this guy just teasing me? This is Rob.
All we'll do is try a little more runner.
Okay.
Get into a depth. Just a tad.
Why change it? Just more wine.
It lies so slow, I'm hoping that maybe it won't get into any type of a terrible spiral.
There's your testing going on.
I'll keep thinking back.
At least thought. Now he wants a little tighter turn so it'll stay in the mini dome after all. So he's got a tighter turn, but he doesn't know what's going to happen when he winds it. That looks pretty doggone tight. I think that's going to end up being flight. The record though. So this is Richard Miller. A little test flight going on here. We'll get plenty of this tomorrow. Whoops, getting sloppy in my picture taking here. So we were afraid it would torque in when he added more power, but that thing's, whoops, where's it going? It's going to the right. Oh gosh. This is not what was expected or desired, as you can see. The clay in the nose is sometimes a necessary evil. Well, that's what shows you what standards are ruling here. Moment of prayer here. This is ANT, the Russian record-breaking plane with the long wings because it was trying for the altitude record. Flight, isn't that something? Talk about majestic. All right. Miss Falk Wolf. Love it. Come on, focus, babe. A little vibration there. Okay. Electric job that I took some time ago. Buzzing around. Boy, David put that thing up pretty quickly. All right. Rubber just wound up in the back of his plane, and we've all known these horrible moments. I'm not gonna take this picture forever, so. Wolf, wrung out here, flying pretty well. It's Rob, I believe, I hope, of Lossinger pattern fame. There he is. He's going to catch his plane before it slices into one of those tables. He doesn't want a bunch of Canucks all angry at him. So it's Saturday morning. And here goes David. Well, that thing get up. Now he's going to help it a little. Here we go again. Now go ahead, Tom. Tom was telling me about what he's going to do next year with his coconut. And I started taking a picture of this, and I think I lost Tom. But so David's back here trying to figure out his takeoff problems. Now, Tom? Tom?
Yes?
What were you saying about that
Well, because
sponge?
these coconuts, like his, have been running around on wheels, and you're scared to touch it, you're going to break it.
Yeah.
But if you had what I was saying, you could simply stick it down in front of it, and it would probably stop it without hurting the plane.
Oh, I see. I see. Well, I had no idea you were going to say that.
Well, anyway, I'm kind of crazy. That is beautiful, isn't it?
Well, it's up there.
Canard, left-hand pattern.
Yeah.
That's beautiful.
Well, okay. So I stopped taking this picture, but I thought it would hit the rafters, which it just did. But it didn't seem to bother it none. Okay. Well, I thought I had pushed my trigger, but I hadn't. Well, boy, that's got pretty good lines. Talk about a wide wing chord and a long fuselage. So let's see, it's up there. Getting up there. So he's coming down. Oops, there's that. There's that. Check out this landing. So it flies at a high level of attack, doesn't it? All right. So I think he's got two planes up there at once. David's come back from his workbench. And it's off to the races.
Went right up this time.
And it's still off to the races. It's coming right towards the cameraman, like the cameraman likes. I like those numbers. He painted them and then he put them on top of the darker wing. And Nothing bled through. Painted the tissue that he cut the numbers from. Okay. Good work, David Reeves. Off we go into Cessna land. I don't know if that was Jack McGilvery or not. He used to complain that I couldn't see through this camera viewfinder, but now I complain I can't see through my eyeballs, so. As a matter of fact, I think I did complain about that yesterday. That's called flying in the groove, I think. Check out this landing here. What goes up must come down, they say.
We have a limited penny plane that was probably flown in a penny plane class. Use an 8 CD disc.
Not bad. So that's Jack. Good morning, Jack. David Einstein. Now,
Yeah, David.
I think we...
In the middle, David.
Dave, you're not in the middle.
What? You're not in the middle.
You're offset.
You're offset.
That way.
Is it going to turn tight enough for you? Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, that's I like that.
So we left him breaking his motor last night, but I think the diagnosis was that not much damage was done. This is exactly what I had in my mind last night as I went to sleep. Getting a picture of this. So I slept very well. I don't know how well David slept, because this thing is really fragile. I'm sure I've said this before, but I've seen many people learn the hard way. The first thing you do when you build a coconut is to build the box for it. So I haven't seen the box for this thing, but it must be spectacular too.
Where did you trim it down?
In a high school gym.
Oh right, so you have managed to get some flying now.
Yeah.
See the repairs.
All the damage was internal.
Oh, I see.
I've in the airplane or in you? Both.
I know. So hot. Kind of like British motorbikes. Bang.
Tried to get another angle on it. It'll be up there long enough to walk around and climb up into the bleachers or do anything else you want. Might not be a bad idea the next time he flies. Come out of the haze, baby. I just feel like a lucky dog being able to get a picture like this.
The wide one, of course, it has to be real slow.
Well, no.
I think you could say this is the state of the art. So huge that you don't have to look for it in your viewfinder at all. And I think there's some trepidation here. Discombobulation, anxiety. She's coming down so slow. I don't think there's any problem there, do you? Those wings are awfully long. A Russian ANT. Talk about a classic. How do you like that, old Never Ready Eddie Novak? Nice going, David. Sure gave me a thrill. There's John. Climber for you. Let's give you an idea of what's up here. I think that's Jack Cessna again, maybe. I think maybe. You know that that's Stu Weckley up there, because he's got a Continental Found. And behind us, we have Millard Wells. A slight chance that that was accurate. But he has an Ansaldo that looks very nice. Sure look forward to taking this picture. So, bye-bye Continental Found. Oops. He's decided to land. So. On top of us, so guess I'll have to keep this on. Whoa. Okay. Man, when he comes down, you know it, don't you? Come on down. There you go. Well, no one was in the cabin, so nobody's hurt. And there's Mr. Wells, I believe. Just plain. Richard Miller to the rescue. Okay. There's Mr. Wells. Millard Wells is from Florida, and he's got a way of painting the shades and shadows of corrugated metal that I thought was pretty fantastic. And I think his Ansaldo is really fantastic, so let's see what happens here. Oh wow, look at that. I'm thinking about building one of these. And he's going to get that thing trimmed out, and watch out. It's going to be good. All right. Well, it comes right to his feet. He's got that thing trained. Again. Come on, Ansaldo. Uh-huh. Oh, all right. I like that. The real airplanes were good, but there's a real long moment there to deal with in the model. You got a lot of length between the wing and the tail and a pretty short nose.
you. Thank you.
Having a little trouble with my autofocus here. A lot of trouble now. Well, that's why it almost hit me. Work here, lining up this Comfort Swift, held by Leonard. Leonard's a great timekeeper, holder, social gadfly. Sorry, I have to chuckle. These unseeming times. So we've been talking about the Comfort Swift.
And that's Waller Lisevsky.
That's Waller
Lisevsky.
Lisevsky. That doesn't roll off my tongue easily. Say it again, Leonard.
Waller Lisevsky.
Good, okay.
He just tests flying it.
Yeah. There we go. Now I finally got some focus. So, Albert Swift's brother, of course they were English, and his brother ended up here in the United States, Ohio, selling medical equipment, but he was quite on the cutting edge of the technology of his time in England. And then the economy did his work in, just like it did the Henderson gadfly in. Okay. There we go. Coconut scale, that's what we're here for. Wow, it's getting up there pretty fast. It's the Glennie Henderson gadfly. I have to go back and review my history of the gadfly. Well, it's way up there, isn't it? The Landrum's playing. Oh boy. Well, it was pretty. There goes Bill. Yeah. Gosh. Every place you look, there are airplanes.
Yeah, Dave, when you get the time, come on over. We'll give you a roll.
That's great.
We got about 4 more left.
4 more left. Well, okay, I better get my booty over there. Nothing like knowing the rules, I'll tell you. You can build a ship for half a year. It's kind of nice to know what you're doing there. David Reeves, flying with ease. Okay, I think he's got that one figured out pretty much. Take a picture of Andover trying to get a little taller as he launches that ship of his. Oh, let's see who that is over there.
Oh no, where the hell's it going?
Well, I don't think it's good enough focus to keep taking his pictures.
Oh, good.
He was just recovered. Now we can see it in focus. It really is having trouble in here, isn't it? Bill Landrum. I've taken Bill's picture in Rayford, North Carolina. He had a big Walker D7. I think that's pretty neat. So this is the boss's quarters here.
Yeah, we have cars. Yeah.
They're checking things out, aren't they?
Oh, I think so.
So, okay, that's why I want to get my rule book. Got David Reeves and his Nicholas Beasley. That's Marie with her nifty shirt on in the background. I like that shirt. Here, we got David Ehrenstein with his miles. I look forward to seeing this mare. So we're going to see some sights, folks. I was going quite mad. I got Stu Weckley, I got David, I got Ehrenstein doing his ingenious bit in the background. And if Van Dover would just get out of the way, something could happen. So Stu goes first into perfect flight. Okay, kind of trying to keep an eye on David here. Oh, there's David. Does not want a, I was going to say David doesn't want a midair. I don't care what Alan says. And so there goes the miles. Look at that. I guess I missed David. I can't complain, can I?
May I have your attention, please? It's so quiet in here. It seems like everybody's going to sleep, so we're going to have a little live entertainment. Hang on.
Well, I'm entertained.
Good morning. This is to announce that Richard Miller is going to play East Side of New York.
Oh, gosh.
It's going to be worth listening to. Ed Lockhart speaking.
Thank you, Richard. Boy, this is a life, isn't it?
And we've got Jim Miller dancing.
A little jumpy there. Trying to get David. Boy, look at that climb out. Well, that didn't work out too bad. And the band played on. Nearly exploded. And played on. And he married the girl with the strawberry curl. And the band played on. Look at that wheel vibrate. Vibrating to Richard's music. Boy, that's a beauty, isn't it? David Reeves. and Marie make quite a team. Marie's taking care of grandbabies now. Among many other things. David's running by saying, watch out. Unbelievable. Did you play baseball, David? Or I just gonna get on the floor. He says I can't get back up again, but see, you notice that he's on the floor and I'm not, because I can't get back up. So see what Richard wants to do here. Well, Richard, I always take your picture. I can't get the focus too well, but okay. You see what's happening back here with the other cameraman. It's hard to get everything in the screen here. He dropped the airplane, great. A model. I don't think you were cut out for a modeling world, Tom.
I won't give it back to you.
I mean, see, now he wants it back.
Let me get that. Wait a minute.
There you go.
One more time. Wait a minute.
This airplane is doomed, I'll tell you. Enough of this, okay.
Now, who's the taller guy here?
Foolishness. Okay, Roger. We got your fingerprints now. The judge is here. You got to behave.
Yeah, I got to be good.
So many airplanes around here. Just to give you a notion of the variety.
Doesn't seem to have the
The world is full of aircraft in the mini dome. Come on, Enzaldo, you can do it. Look at that. So he had 52 minutes on his first official flight here. And I don't think that's too bad. Okay. Enzaldo by Millard Wells. Here's another little baby floating around for you. Here's Rob, maker of Lonzinger tissue, flying high. All right. Whoa. Okay. This is the prop for the Compter Swift. Making another flight soon. A little ginger work here. Concentration. See you in a moment. So this is Stu's bench, and I think Stu won with this last year.
I haven't looked at a model in ages.
This is a Ford
Okay.
transport
Excuse me,
here.
Charlie Brown. I gotta do some work now.
Mike Nassisi had these plans in his newsletter, as I think I said yesterday. Come on, baby. Get up there. Get up, get up, get up.
Needs a little washout
Needs a little washout.
because it's brand new rubber.
Let's miss David's takeoff. Boy, that's pretty, isn't it? Well, let's see who this is over here, wallowing around. Can act a lot better than me, huh? Not wallowing around too much. Okay. There's Cessna up there. Well, there we go. Lay on my back and watch my airplanes fly, but then when you get to be a certain age, it's hard to get up. So that's the sign of a pretty good aero modeler. So Stu's on the deep study here, counting away. And there's his champ. Right there, we just saw it. We're going to see it in the air now. This Ford went in a straight line from Detroit to Grand Rapids.
But it was the cutest.
And we're just about to see it go in circles.
Yeah. What?
Stu's waiting for a thermal. Looking for the correct currents. And I think he saw them. Tom Nallen would say he heard the sky god say fly, fly now. Fly now, Stu. It's not bad trim, is it? Ford airliner. I imagine this was 20s or very early 30s vintage. But that thing is up there and going further. Up there in Rafterland. Zoomy. Get up there with the Ford. And see if it holds that stability on the way down. A little stall can do you in around here because the competition is tight, tight, tight. Not doing bad. Struggling, but not doing bad at all. Stu Eckley, Master Modeler. Cloudbuster. Coming in here, giving prestige and honor to his clan. All right. So you'll get it trimmed out. Not doing badly. Nick Leonard here, and he was showing me his
Prop pitch gauge?
prop pitch gauge.
Yeah.
And he got this from Lou. Get New, I get behind the camera and I forget all the English I know.
No, this isn't Get Lou's, this is
Is
mine.
that,
But this is his layout.
right.
I just changed it to suit the stuff I had lying around.
Right, and he's got a indoor book out that's worth its weight, we decided, in platinum, since
Yes,
gold
that's
isn't
right.
doing too good. So I think you can see what's happening here. Basically, the idea is to get control from every single dimension, length, each angle of pitch, and get a piece of cotton and put it in there to hold the angle and
Yeah.
control everything you need to control. What can I say? Okay.
Yeah, known to work. Watched it at the two popular angles, 90 and 45, which is typically what you use if you're figuring a pitch. But if you want to do pitch distribution, then you just move this out of the way, and you can get a pitch distribution feel for your prop.
Yeah. And let's see, just turn it around for me a second.
This is just
That's right.
machined out of a piece of aluminum
Mm-hmm.
with some micarta and
Yeah.
epoxy.
Goes in that slot right there.
Goes in that milled slot, and
away you go.
this goes up and down. And
Yeah, and see, you can use that for outdoors too.
that's right. Anything.
Right. So, okay, I want to catch that smile again. All right. This is Jack McGilvery's Isaac's Fury. You might see that buzzing around today. And there's Jack. He'll be buzzing around too. He's working on his Cessna. Cessna's a very popular plane. For good reason. He's working with his bird dog and shortening his motor. He's trying to figure out how to keep it from batching up in the rear end, and we discussed it at length and decided that the easiest solution, at least, would be to, well, we don't know if it's a solution, but an easy alternative to try is to just shorten the motor a little bit. That's what we're going to do. You know, everything was discussed between not tangling the strands when you're braiding and putting foam between the plates of what's holding the rear hook. And here is the bird dog here hiding behind the chair, so we're going to see if we can get that thing flying even better than it was before. It's a voice and hydroplane that beats everybody here.
Yeah.
So I just got back from talking to Cliff Culpepper. He's from Charlotte, North Carolina, and into indoors, but interested in scale free flight. And pretty soon we'll see how the bird dog is getting along over there with his motor bunching problems. So, you know the story there. I was talking to David Rees and just missed this. That's what I get for socializing around here. But this plane has gone through some stormy weather before, as you know, and will again. It flies so slow, it's protected. There's Roger. I'm taking a picture of
Yeah, I'm getting ready to get in my pocket.
this is a close-up of his forehead. I know everyone's interested in that. Okay, enough of this. Hard at work here on the Foreman Mosquito. Something I wanted to see, and we missed the takeoff. Needless to say, right? But this is a champ. Now this won last year. I almost said 2. But even though it's going into the sunlight there, I want to get this flight. And this plane is a killer. I mean, it's got so many bonus points, but it flies great. It's a historical great airplane. A Voisin hydroplane. Don Schrull has a big one of this that has kind of set the standards in the outdoor free flight. I've only got a couple shots of it. So this thing really flies too, though. I mean, it's not just bonus points. It's, as you can well see, a flyer. I think it's reached altitude. Been around there with its pals. It's buzzing around there with its pals, is what I said. I have to learn to not talk when I press the button here, because the audio engages way after the video. So it's coming down now. Well, that would be dangerous outdoors, wouldn't it? It comes down, it really comes down. So there she is. And that is quite an airplane. Yeah. What is that?
This is a white monoplane.
Oh.
Flown as a no-tail.
Oh no, I thought it was the Voisin up there, and I was telling everyone how it won last year. That's a great flight.
It's a fun machine. Danny
Right.
Baird back here has one that flies better, looks better. His flies probably 2 minutes longer than mine does, maybe more. Maybe 3 minutes
This
more.
is really something. So this is Fred here, right?
This is Fred Rice, yeah.
Right.
How you doing, Dave?
Well, I'm doing pretty good. I think I'm about saturated myself with video, but that was a great flight. And how much does your plane weigh?
They have to weigh 6.2 grams.
Right.
Twice the weight of a penny plane.
Well, I thought that was fantastic.
And mine's a little over.
Yeah, well, congratulations. That's quite a plane.
Thank you.
To the woods soon. Nothing stops this man. He just keeps snatching victory out of the jaws of defeat. Well, it's a great study, isn't it? Go right to David Rees. Now he's got a heavier motor in this plane now. He's trying to keep it from doing just that. But that wasn't as bad though as it was before, so this is going to be a better flight than when it was kind of galloping around on him. This plane is that the center of gravity has to be kept forward, so that is the rear hook peg right there. And the plane's fine. As you can see, my tape ran out right when I was taking a picture of it last. And this is the miles, I think it is. So you'll see it up in there soon.
Ship.
So Rogers
It's coming in. Uh-oh, my motor's too short.
analyzing his flight here. Seemed pretty good to me. Now I made the mistake of talking when David was winding his motor. And I'm going to really try not to ever do that again. And I guess all videoers should take keyed too.
Tends to.
Come on, Larry.
It's not an F1D.
And there she's coming down.
We're going straight, Bernie. We're going straight.
Well,
You make it right through there.
Oh, that's not improved my time hardly at all. With me landing there. Yeah, the last one was 308.
That's moving around.
No, I think it's about the limit.
That's a study in flight, isn't it? That's the way it's supposed to be done. Okay. So I kind of like this baby here. Maybe we'll see that up in there soon. I think we ought to go back and check on old Billy Landrum and see how he's doing with that bird dog.
An old thing is just simple for people to use their head on to come up to make the wings where they'll come off.
So Billy's got a way of getting the rubber. I can't really get it with my camera, but it comes out of the wing panel, right, Billy? Is that?
It's on the outside by two hooks, using two hooks, on two on each side.
So at any rate, I missed the Bulldog's last flight. How did it do with the shorter motor?
The same trouble.
Oh, is that right? Didn't work.
Still
Okay.
hadn't did a thing on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I'm telling Billy's changing now to 1/4 rubber, which probably send the bird dog through the roof. But he is undaunted by his troubles, and all the advice of his friends didn't really help him too much. His motor's still bunching on him. But there's going to be a mass launch in around a half an hour. And he's going to put the bird dog up in the mass launch. So the last time I was taking a picture of this plane, my tape ran out. So, what to do now? Probably had a fly off. This thing will never come down, so. Up there. And let's see what else we got. That's with his Nicholas Beasley. The Cessna, I think it is a Cessna. I can't really tell. It's a Cessna, Jack McGilvery's probably. Okay, what else we got? It's down, I missed that. Nicholas Beasley. David Reeves. Nicholas Beasley coming our way. Okay, Nicholas. Golden plane. And that's Stu. Jack McGilvery's Cessna, Leonard just told me, is first. So Dave Reeves got third. There we go. Stu Weckley got second. Jack got first. There we go. Great show, guys. 2:48 for Jack McGilvery. It's straight from Leonard, so he knows he was a timer. Good show. Now, while Jack is busy being congratulated,
Well, that worked
now
out perfect.
sneak over here and take his great airplane here.
May we have your attention, please? At 11:30, official flying will be over for Golden Age, Coconut Scale, No-Cal Scale, Peanut Scale, and Frog. At approximately 11:30, we will have a mass launch Coconut Scale. Right after that, we're going to have Ed Lockhart give us a little demonstration on his 1929 Baby ROG. Thank you.
His lozenger pattern Avia. So Jack was telling me that he got everything figured out just before the fly-off. He said that Stu beat him so often that he really had him working. But he tweaked the staff just a little bit and everything worked and he had his best flight. So that's pretty good. Come to your daddy. So we got a number of things going on here as usual. Keep away from those wings, David. I'm going to get the takeoff and then shift to this pusher here. I gotta watch where I'm walking now because I don't want to step on anything. Well, I gotta hold it. I can't. Can't turn this thing off because it'll surely fly when I do. Isn't that majestic? What can be done by an engineer? He's showing you. So I'm going to turn this off and take a picture of something else. I hate to do it. But got to go. That's David's Aristocrat there. Pretty airplane decided to come our way. I don't know if David wanted it this way, but sure looks good in the camera. Aristocrat. Oh, there we go. There we go again. Okay. Let's see what we got. Get a broader picture of things here. So it looks like only the Aristocrat right now is in my range. Boy, this is getting to be a good flight. Great flight. We'll see if he goes with the heavier motor here. I think this is his first flight with the Aristocrat. Didn't take him long after getting third place. Whoa, okay baby. There's Marie. The aunt, the ANT I should say, is still up there. Now, I don't know what the time is on this flight, but it has got to be close, if not a record. It's got to be close to a record if it is not a record. So let's keep our eye on this landing. There we go. Saw the ground, took a dip, and ended the scene. That stick right there. I don't know anything about this particular category, so I don't mean to be prejudiced, but I'm going to turn it off.
Mass launch today, 11:30. It may be a little after that because the contest morning finishes at 11:30, maybe 11:35. Another reminder at 1 o'clock today, yesterday's awards.
I wanted to say that the time on this was 4:05, and I do believe that that is the record. That was awesome, as they say. Check you later. Ford. I don't know if that is the Ford that we saw in smaller scale or not. I think it is. As a matter of fact, it is. It's the Grand Rapids. Well, Ford, we know that. It's upside down right now, but it'll be right side up soon. Wells, with his great flying airplane, needs to perfect its landing technique, but it's pretty good. Okay, this is Rob with his Falk Wolf here. Needed a timer, so Jack McGilvery's timing for him. But I tell you, coconut people now are under the gun after David's show. So you remember he was trimming this out last night.
Forget it. That's all right, I got you. Heads up here. Hey, hey. Okay, come on right in. Beautiful, thank you very much. You want the score card?
Just a test flight, I think.
That may be the answer. No, I don't. We'll see. No time on it.
Like that little quiver in the tail there.
It needs that turn.
Yeah. Wait, see how. Yeah, I think it does.
It needs that much turn. Son of a gun.
Now, don't you get, what's the attempt?
Now Miller's gonna write me about how he makes these corrugated lines for the Maxicutor newsletter. Look forward to that. Hellcat. I thought it was gonna fly pretty good. So he's got his props made out of the containers for the spray you use to quicken the glue. I've forgotten the name of it, but you know what I'm talking about. So I think that's pretty good for a Hellcat. She is a nice, neat looking model. And to get a little closer to it here. See it quiver a little bit. Okay. Nice. Catch its master coming up here. There he is. Okay.
All right, coconut mass launch. Line them up, and we'll see you in the middle of the morning.
40 with that.
If it's necessary for retrieval, fine, we'll do that. But as soon as all models are down, we will proceed with flying.
We got David Reese getting his Nicholas Beasley ready for the mass launch. We got Richard Miller. That'd have to be Stu Weckley. There's Stu. Billy Lindstrom right here with his angry bird dog. That bird dog is angry. He wants to chew balsas, so watch out, gang. Contestants have arrived. No, that's a no-cow, so it's not. There's only one contestant out there. There's David Arnstein. I would imagine he's going to win this thing if he's using the ANT. It's going to make a good target for other planes, however. Nobody would really like to see that at all. He's testing the airs up there. Howard. She's coming down now. Let's give us a little practice take here for the big event. Okay. Stu coming out. There's a crowd collecting. Over here we have a hell of an engineer. Okay, here we go. There's Billy with his bird dog. Watch out, gang. Okay. Is everybody there? There's a Ford. See what we got here. There's the AMT. There's the Beasley. There's the Cessna. T coming this way. Ooh, she took a little dip. Now the next highest time is 2:27 that David has with his Beasley to this coconut flight. Up high here, that's Stu Weckley. It's Continental Found. Infamous Stu. Beasley, about as high as Stu, I believe. I don't know if I can get the other planes for you. There you go. So it seems like to me this Continental Found's jumping around a little, and the Beasley's doing good. There's somebody else there. Well, that's the ANT. Okay. On top of the ANT, I believe. I don't know, she's coming down now. I don't think I can get the big picture for you anymore, but you'll hear a roar when she comes down. There's the Beasley. Wow, what a flight. Okay. What I know. This will show you what I know about things. There's the ANT. Now that is really something, isn't it? So it's going to be up here forever. I mean, this is championship stuff. I mean, so I think we ought to watch it. I hope you guys enjoy it. I know this is a lot of footage I've taken. I guess I'll have to make some edits, but this is staying in. This and the 405 flight. I mean, this guy really tests your batteries. There we took a dip. Oh, it turned just when it's going to hit that. Unbelievable. Look at that. What a flight. All right. 411, did I hear someone say? This is a 1911 Cessna, flown by Clyde Cessna himself. This is AMA scale. Close up of the engine and the wheel struts. I'd say that's pretty scale. Now this time, this is the voice and hydroplane. I couldn't tell when I was taking a shot of the plane by Fred, which was not a voice and hydroplane. But that's the Rome rotary engine. That engine turned around. And I'll tell you, that thing is full of bonus points and flight capacity. So it's infamous in terms of competition. That's the Douglas observation plane. See, this is an old kit. Now this is kit scale. So all it has to do is follow the kit. If the kit's not scale, that's okay, because it's kit scale, it's not scale. Well, he's got his motor way far back in it. And maybe they'll see that thing flying, I hope so. Here's another Compter Swift. Now this is the same plane that we saw flying before. But it has lines that remind me of a Corbin Super Ace. And that is a very reliable flyer, so it seems like to me this would be a good subject for a jumbo one of these days. This is a nice Douglas DGA. No more to say. I like that antenna. Very characteristic of a Douglas. And over here is a master at work, but we'll leave him alone because he's got other things to do right now. Well, this has been a low time for us scale modelers. David's in there judging along with Jack, and I was telling Marie Rees that it looked to me like jellyfish in the sky up here. I don't know if the camera can quite catch it, but it's been nice to have a little free time to talk to old friends and meet new friends and go up and down the line and learn a lot, I'll tell you. You can learn a lot around here. And a lot of retired folks who have got a lot under their belt.
I usually take little messenger labels, cut a piece off, paper and stick them on it, and put it right in front of it.
That should inspire some of you people that like these winged craft. Minimum fuselage.
Right, the whole thing is finished. Then you take and spray a little bit.
And here, Jim has won most everything, I think, that you can win at this meet. So, would you tell us a little bit about your Cramwell there?
This is a light plane that was designed by Lieutenant Comper, the same designer who designed the Comper Swift back in 1925 for the limb races, and it was successful, although it didn't fly as fast as they expected. It flew at 87 miles an hour with a little 37 horsepower Bristol Cherub engine, and I consider it to be a rather nice model to fly, although it's a little tricky to fly.
Well, good luck with it, Jim, and thanks a lot, and congratulations on your wins here.
Running?
Yep.
Okay, Blue Flame Blaster, 3 ounces of thrust. Airplane weighs 11 ounces. Goes like the Dickens. Lasts about 3 minutes.
And what is it a model of?
This is the Raven by Don Schroll.
I see.
He's built a RC version, and I built a free flight version. We sort of collaborated on the design, and it's going to be in flying models end of the summer, I would imagine.
Well, that's great.
But it's a great little, just throw it out.
He's got a Waterman Racer in one hand. I told him I wouldn't shake hands with him. I was glad to meet him. And there's his Waterman Racing and another plane that he built in 1980. Bob, what plane beat the Waterman Racer?
That's the Pacific Standard C1.
Pacific Standard C1. Isn't that a cute little plane? So,
I thought everybody had heard about that by now. No, just kidding.
well, we've heard about the Waterman Racer. I've got a friend that's building a 30-incher. But this is Bob Clemens, and he's from Rochester, New York, and we're going to have a good one, even though we're going to be hot and we're going to be sticky wet. Okay, thank you, Bob.
Beautiful.
eternally present Richard Miller here. What kind of plane you got, Richard?
Curry wet Watt. Wet meaning, I guess, floats. They didn't know what to call it, so they had to call it something, so they named it a Watt.
Curry what?
W-O-T. Curry Watt. It's a home built over in Great Britain.
How much does it weigh?
Forgot. I would guess about 5 grams.
Is that 5 grams?
Maybe. Can you tell by picking it up?
Well, 5 grams would be awfully light, Richard, even for you.
28 or so. I don't think it's over.
No. I mean, the wings on a regular plane for me are 5 grams.
This is about an ounce, a little over an ounce.
Oh, is that right? And that's a Waco?
SRE.
Waco. Great airplane. Okay, Richard. Okay, he'll be...
Maybe 3 years. This is 2 years. This one will fly. I know. This one I haven't got it to fly yet.
Okay, well, we might hear a little tune out of this guy, too, this weekend. And, gosh, everything's so hot in here. I can hardly stand it just being in here, right? Okay. Well, they're taking the Sopwith to be judged. This one I was going to take his picture, but here we got a little British home built here. Looks real neat. Like that.
Yeah, there's a Brit.
And Vic is going to give it a going over with his eagle eye. And here's Rich Blackburn. He's got a great airplane here. I'll show you in a minute. Yeah, we're ready, Rich.
Okay.
This is Rich Blackman, right?
Blackman, from Pittsburgh area. Anyway, this is the Peter Wanks.
Oh, it's Peter Wanks. That's it.
I embellished on it a little bit. His plan was a little bit primitive. I added some detail to the nacelle, and some of the lining and some of the other things. It's powered by 2 electric motors.
And what kind of plane is it?
It's a Dornier Super Wall.
Dornier Super Wall.
Super Wall. It was built around 1929. It flew just across the Atlantic a number of times. Eventually, they used these to catapult off the ships.
Oh, really?
This was when they were flying the mail. The Germans were trying to beat the airmail across the ocean.
So about what year was that?
Around 1929, 30, 31. As I said, there's a couple of electric motors in here. They're called the missing train motors. I don't know whether they're still available or not, but they were the motors that he recommended at the time. I bought some, and they seem to power it very well. The props are kind of rotating.
And you have flown it?
It has flown, yes. In fact, it won up an event up in Erie last year, and it smacked into a tree. And it sat on the shelf in a state of disrepair until I got a letter from Lynn, and Lynn said, I'd like to see that fly up at Geneseo. So I said, I got an order from the commander.
I see.
So that's
listen, as far as the trees go, I can be sympathetic with that. I have one that searches and destroys trees.
Anyway.
Well, that's a really neat airplane. Thank you, Rich.
Thank you.
I'm just going to do a few more planes here. The Sperry Messenger. This is my Sparrowhawk that Larry Cruz's design, except he had hardwood longerons, and I got 120 of them also longerons. And cheated a little bit on the wheel pans. But Rich was also telling me that when you use the Yoo-hoo glue stick with the alcohol, that the Krylon will attack the alcohol. Pretty sure he was talking about the Krylon. He was talking about the Krylon. I'm pretty sure he was talking about the Krylon attacking the alcohol. So I'll have some more for you soon here. Well, I'd say it's around 2:30 or 2:45, and we'll have some more planes in here for you. That is the sigh of a man who's been outside. Yeah, I see he hadn't even been outside. Well, he's got a shock for him when he goes outside, because it's not more comfortable outside. So that's the flight line. See you later. Now here's a sight for sore eyes, another gadfly. And this gadfly belongs to Gordon Hastings from Michigan. Where in Michigan?
Grand Blanc, Michigan. Home of the Buick Open.
I see. So he's got the long wheels. Is this David Reese's plans by any chance?
Gillespie's.
Gillespie's plans. So it's got a long fuselage too. And then it was Gillespie and Sherwood, I believe, made a gadfly, and then David Reese, and I've got one, Tal Hammond has one, and we're all extremely happy with the gadfly.
So what you do is you order one sheet of sharp top, one sheet of light top. That's $11. Good try, and especially at that.
Now this is John Rood doing the judging here with Howard Hughes's inline Waco. You can see it's an awfully pretty plane. It's kind of nice that he moves it around for me. Just been talking to Vic Nippert and seeing his Landmobile. It's really something. And he gave me copies of his newsletter that I'll tell you about later. And we were talking about torque meters, because I don't think we use enough torque meters around here, and I'm going to get me a torque meter, and then I'll find out why we don't use them, and I'll tell you all about it. Neat airplane. Now this is Jake Larson, I should say the infamous Jake Larson that Earl publishes in his column. And he's been telling the stories about the AD. He was a traffic controller, and he's looking at my AD and telling the stories about how they'd fly with their wings folded up. So here's the AD over here. He said it was one hell of an airplane. And 3 times the motor in this plane, the corncob motor that drove this plane, flew the plane even though the wings folded up on the pilots in the air. And usually, in 2 times at any rate, they roll the plane over and snap the wings shut. And then went into rest and recuperation for around 2 months after that. But things are picking up, and soon we'll be out in the field, I hope. So now we know that George Lewis is here. That's his airplane. I don't know what kind it is. I know it's classic. It's a nice P-19. Dr. Nassisi there. There's John. Working away. Ganging up on the poor guy, see.
Dave, what's interesting to have a look at with this is that the former is actually spiral around. You can see, I'll rotate this and watch the spiral. Actually spiral, 4.5.
Unbelievable. Yeah. So now
Isn't that wild?
What kind of plane is that?
This is a glass air. It's a Landcare.
Landcare, yeah.
Popular home-built aircraft, sophisticated home-built.
Unbelievable.
Big in the
That you'll recognize as President Bruning's Bugey, French bomber.
I nearly died on Saturday.
And I'll never forget the first time I saw this around 4 years ago.
Bring my pencil back.
Real gem.
I take the heat.
I said, what in the world is that? And it flies like a hawk. It is a super flyer. I hope I get a picture of it this time. I'd give him money to get a picture of it.
And in the 90s.
There's the master working away on the French Berger.
Condensation's a head check.
He's okay. He's hanging in there.
He's okay.
I don't see Sal much at all. Sal's doing a lot of good work. Yeah, I noticed.
So I don't know what kind of plane this is. It's kind of an advanced, it's definitely post-war, I believe. And Charlie Sauter's here, and the Nowlands have their planes that we see in just a moment.
I thought I'd give you one of my tapes. I brought some of my tapes.
What kind of plane is this?
That's a Junkers W-33.
And what's this China stuff on it?
1930, Lufthansa Airlines started up a Berlin to Irkutsk mail run across the Gobi Desert, and that they flew these 10 donkeys. This here is a Dave Stott design at about 18 inches rubber scale, 20 inches rubber scale, blown up for compressed air. That's compressed air power. You can probably see through the cabin door there the reservoir. Max pressure, 7 bars.
For Pete's sake.
Motor's got the Doug McCard modifications, modified reinforced crankcase, reinforced cylinder head.
Oh boy, that's going to be something. I won't be getting that one mixed up with the Halton Minus. And then Tom's got another Pioneer job over here, which I'll show you in a minute. So boy, that's a treasure right there. There's the Berger again for you. Show it up close. You can see the pilots and all. And this job here, I've seen, I think it's Dave Vanderline video. This is Tom Now and Junior's plane too. We'll be down the field fairly soon now, but there are a couple of planes here that you will want to see. Like that right there, that's a standard. I know that, but I don't know much more.
You got the back end.
And there's another one over here. Gosh, where did they all come from? Look at those jobs. I have to get another angle for you here.
Al, how are you?
Now, I don't know a thing about that old timer, so I can't mislead you on that. Here's the standard again. Isn't that neat? Look at that.
Where's the documentation?
Okay.
Thanks.
And who sat on this airplane?
Such a bastard thing, because if there is a hole in it somewhere, that's such a horrible thing. It's like,
well, I think they get better and better every year.
Only the big one.
This is Frank Rowson and his Crusader. Okay, bye-bye Crusader and bye-bye Frank. So the wind has died down. We've eaten a good and plenteous meal. They really serve you here. I'm about to fly the AD, the big one. So, old Crusader, a good old timer. Kind of playing around with the air currents there. Good to see all the Nylons and the Maxicutors and all sundry people here. And you'll see here, by the way, there's our good friend the tree, and there's a new museum here, the result of a schism in the Air Museum. And that's enough of that. There goes Frank, and off we are to the races. So I thought I'd take a picture of the AD before I send it. Yep, it's flown before. It's found every tree in Virginia, I think, and gotten intimate.
The tree found it.
Well, no, it finds the trees and then tries to devour them. It attacks trees. I was trying to say David Livesey's chambermaid. A little trouble there on his takeoff. He really caught me by surprise. David has drawn up many a plan for us over the years. So the AD hadn't been setting any records, so I'm letting it rest. Neat flight. Well, it is a good flight, isn't it? And as a matter of fact, I've lost this bird, so check you later. This is, it looks good to me, so let's take its picture. Ah, some wind came up then. Guy I took many a picture of in Johnson City. Okay. I think that's Vic Newport's maybe. It came from his direction. I don't know if it is. All right. Here's Stu. He's going to give us another go, I think. No? Yes, yes, no? Whoa. Come on, babe. Is he again? He said it was going to go up. Oh, it's airplane. Is because it hit me. So David is taking it very well, I must say.
Wing, fuselage.
Always a smile on his face, and more the disaster, the
I'm just thinking the person
broader the smile.
It was worth the hitting him, you know.
Yeah, anything to hit old Dave, right?
No, it's... Oh, that's all. I got tissue and everything in the room. That's minor stuff. Work on it tonight, yeah.
Oh, here comes another one. Oh, jeez. Well, I'm just bad luck, so I don't know. This is getting too tense for old Dave here. There's the other Dave. He's told Jerry just because the moon's come up doesn't mean that I'm not going to take pictures. So Jerry pays this Brewster Buffalo. What a plane. Come on, Brewster. You can do it. Yeah. I was going to stall, and it's thinking about it, but yeah, now it's really thinking about it, but it's not quite stalling. Yeah, just a little. It makes a good picture. That's a good airplane. There we go. And so Jerry's socializing this year, he says. Not flying much, just going to socialize. Old Bert looks serious here. I think Bill Bell's looking for his winder. Please, Brewster Buffalo. So how many cannonis you won with that, Jerry?
Say what?
How many cannonis you won with that?
None.
None, oh.
I've had some close ones.
Close, but not there. I know how that is. This Bert's takeoff. Now, he told me this thing was going to fly this time, and that's because it's got an electric motor in it. But I mean, see, I've seen this fly with rubber and it flies better. So I've ordered some electric stuff. Or will. Nice flight. That's Orion aircraft, and that's all I know. Thought I was going to be able to tell you the number. Neat. Oop. Well, it turns out that Bert Phillips, that is the man's name. I'm right about that. I was wrong about the engine. It's not an electric engine, it's compressed air. So I told him not to believe a word that he ever heard on one of my videos. That was pretty neat. Flow again. Yeah, it's just getting the kind of spiral on her, but Jerry will get it straightened out. He's here somewhere. There he is. Okay, trudging through the tundra. Yeah, it's not flying, but it's still pretty, isn't it? I like that. So, who's the master of this ship? Glad to meet you, John. David Franks. Okay. Yeah, I like that.
You don't know what goes in the stratosphere.
Yeah. That, isn't that neat? So that's Felix the cat. I've always liked Felix.
You get it?
Yeah, I got a black cat like Felix.
So do I.
Now, I give him a time bomb every now and then. That's neat. Great airplane.
In fact, I got 6 cats. This is the famous Don Campbell from the Cloudbusters.
Is that really Don Campbell?
That sure is.
Well, I'm glad to meet you, Don. My name's David Franks. You can't see me, but you recognize my lens. I've read a lot of your written work. What can I say? I've built your airplanes too.
Good for you.
And even I can fly them, so that's great. Don Campbell. Racer up there.
Good thing there wasn't any 3-foot weeds. There goes the guy's what is there over? It's clipped.
Got a mosquito gnawing on me here. The bugs are really out. Isn't that a neat racer? It's going over the corn. A little stall. Well, that's it. Check you later.
What is
So it's Saturday morning and the wind is not giving us a problem. Frank Rowson put up a nearly 3-minute flight with his Wildcat and then another one, 2 minutes and some seconds. Alright, he's got that trimmed out. So I'm going to get my Sparrowhawk up. I'll see you guys later. I've been rushing around here. World War I, about to begin.
Hold your plane up, sir.
Yes, sir. How are you today, sir?
Now, I have to be honest with you. This was not officially a fighter in World War I. This was in the movies after World War I.
However, it is an official
Chateau. They were flying over these airplanes between the wars.
Okay, we got a tough rule master here.
Land!
Did you get the picture of the tremendous, unspeakable tension that occurs before these events? I don't think that was an impartial statement by Vance.
Well, I don't care what you put in there. That's
legitimate engine in there.
Shall we let it go? It's up to you.
Let him go. Thumbs up. Okay, what a nice crowd, huh? Don't trust them though. They're only nice in spurts. Okay. Driscoll there with Bill Cerisa. That's the one that won last year. Take a gander at that. Bill will get his paws out of the way for us. All right. There's
plane's not yours.
Vic Nippert's plane. I don't care what Vance says, because we've all seen it before and we fear it greatly. Give it
Can
a lot
I
of
see it
respect.
without its proboscis, please, sir? Oh, that's a good point. Lynn!
Another ruling.
Rolling!
Oh, we flew last year.
On a plane, but it does have that little thing above the wheels, which, you know.
I don't see anywhere on the flyer it says multi-wheel.
That is correct. There you go. Well, fine. Perfect.
You're in.
Okay. Nice guy, right?
Boy, we're tough. Why don't you tear this one?
So if that looks big, it's because it is. And these guys had a cougar last year. They're from Chicago.
Look at this. Can you come in here? Sure.
Nallen and the prop.
Look at the freewheeling clock spring device here.
I got it.
Can you see that?
Yeah.
Isn't that neat?
Unbelievable.
Look at this spinner mold.
Yeah.
And this outer plate.
Yeah, that's really smart, isn't it?
And the prop, give the prop
spinner snaps in, and he's got
yeah,
to prevent
so it doesn't break every
bending
time
the
it's
shaft.
flying.
It doesn't fold, but
well, these guys were helping me last night.
Yeah. How you doing?
So, would you introduce yourself to the camera? And
Ed Bojan.
And these guys had the cougar last year that everyone was raving about. And miraculously, it's still there. Except they know enough that it's not a miracle.
Right on.
If mine was still alive, it'd be a miracle. Okay. Isn't that something? So they have a good time, don't they?
Sure do.
All right. There's Jake Larson, who was telling us about the ADs yesterday. Jake makes a lot of good airplanes.
You're from Florida. Your whole condo.
Right now?
Yeah.
Okay, well, I'll catch you between rounds. Okay. There's one. Let's go another. Well, I was really glad to see Norman Dennis. Oops, there's one going down. He's still up, so I'll catch him. All right. Now we try to catch that Kruger. Oops, there it is. Still way up there. Must be Dan Driscoll. I have no idea who it is, really. Well, I've been flying instead of taking pictures, so I think I can say that this is probably the best day we've had out here. All right, great flight. Larson and his real pretty airplane. John Rood holding it.
10 seconds!
That's Vic Nippert there, his wife.
God. Boy, I'm a regular shanzel out here, aren't I? I'll tell you. I knew I'd get a laugh out of you on that.
I know of what you speak.
We all know of what he
Get
speaks.
so into this, I don't come back for 4 years.
Shans will probably twitch.
Don't.
Just then.
And don't come back for 4 years, 4 or 5 years.
Okay, they're joking with the tensions mounting.
Straight line, like just a minute. We're gonna go. Listen, we're gonna go ready, set, fly. Okay. Ready, set, launch.
Shout the names, please.
Worcester down.
Gallows down. Gallows down.
Foster and Gallo.
Okay?
Dipper down.
Tom Nowlan's something to that embryo with an attitude, I know that. And there he is, intent on his work. There's Nick, who moved away from old sunny Virginia. He's having problems here. The tension is mounting. But I think he's out of the woods here. This is the third heat.
Captain Courtney!
Can we compare? No, thank you.
Maybe you'd like to discuss why you couldn't whine with the rest of the squadron here and you had to be under the tarpaulin. My students are close. Your students are here come your students now.
That's right. I've been called work.
That's the object of Vance's expressions here. Now he's going to get smart at me. Don't get smart at this camera. Camera will bite you back. Boy.
Spectators back, please. Join us up here in the line, please.
There's 3 down out of this. The ones that place, I guess.
Ready, set, watch.
Get that red baron.
Boy, that's nice, isn't it?
All right. Red one's going up. Hope he glides good. Look at this glide,
Let's see, I'll broaden this picture for you. See if we can see how high he is. Well, I'll lose him if I do that. So.
Who was that?
Come on, Zoom.
One guy might not make it back to the next round. Look at the mouth.
See if I can find some ground. Yeah, there we go.